All right, on Coach Chad signal. Hey, Dalton, listen, I told you this last time, I'm gonna tell you this again. You are much better than what you play, okay? You don't get points by just showing up, okay? You can dominate area the same way as you if you want to, but you gotta bring that dog out you. You know what the dog is? You know what the dog is? That's the mentality of you can beat anybody, anytime, anywhere.
What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, motivated, educated Coach Lucky here, episode 6 of Coach Lucky. And I just got to give you some details, man, because we're almost there to game day. And we lost 2 practices because of the fear of COVID-19. The 26th, because of the simple fact that it was day after Christmas. And Russ, the athletic director over here at Fountain Inn, did not necessarily want to give a practice because the parent participation may not be as great the day after Christmas because you got people coming out of town. And also the second practice was canceled because of the simple fact that because people were celebrating Christmas and New Year's and they may have been out of town, they may not have been following COVID-19 protocols. And because COVID-19 is going rampant right now, he felt best as though is that he canceled those 2 practices. So having 2 practices sucked, taken away. But we did have a practice on the 23rd, and that's what we did, man. Russ was kind enough to give us a practice. I didn't think necessarily we was going to have a practice, but we had it. I needed to be there. I needed to call a practice. So Jacoby wasn't there. He was actually at his in-laws for Christmas break, so I didn't have him there. So I knew I wasn't going to have a whole lot of people. And it was rumored, I talked to a coach that wanted to have practice simultaneously on the other court with us, and he was going to scrimmage us, and I was excited about that, but I didn't know how many people we was going to scrimmage. But I was excited about the prospect of playing more than 6 or 7 people. This season was kind of weird because last season I had a lot of people, and every practice a lot of people showed up. This is COVID-19 and this is a different year, so I think that it is a little different, but this is probably our lightest practice that we ever had. We only had 3 people show up. We had Wyatt, we had Dalton, and we had Ariel show up. So I'm like, oh God, we only got 3 people, but we had a full court, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I wish we'd have had everybody there, because me and Coach Chad, and we had 8, 9 guys. 5 could be on one side of the court, 5 could be on another side of the court, but it's neither here or there. So we decided that, hey, look, we got to make the most out of this. This is our last practice.
All right, so everybody, let's come on this way. Let's see a ball right here. All right, so it's 3 of us. I think we got. It doesn't matter. Well, we're gonna work on some shooting drills today, all right, right here. So first thing I want y'all to do is I want y'all to, let's get warmed up. Since we got the whole court, what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up on the line. When I say go, we're gonna run all the way to the baseline and back.
So what I did was I had them run, work out, and then I did something different. I had them dribble the ball down the court, shoot with their left hand, come back and shoot their left hand, and I had them go and dribble the ball, shoot with the right hand, come back and shoot on the right side or the other side of the court, to get them to work on trying to finish in the different sides of the ball. Again, my only complaint with rec ball this year is the fact that I wish we had more gym time and gym space, but hopefully in the next few years Fountain Inn can grow. We can get that more gym space. I think that we have an awesome facility here in Fountain Inn, but the gym space is at a premium, and when you have so many different teams trying to fight for space, we don't have the time necessary to really practice and train like football does. I'm envious of football. Football gets 3 trainings a week, but at the same time we have 2 different fields that we can pull from. So but that was working very well. And after that, and then the next drill I wanted them to work on, I had Wyatt go down with Coach Chad to kind of work on his shooting, because Wyatt just throws that thing up there, and I'm like, look, if you only take your time. If he could just take his time in the touch part about it, he has the size to play basketball. But a lot of times basketball, when you're working with younger players, it's all about confidence, believing in yourself that you can do it, shooting with confidence, making good decisions. And if you make a mistake, it's okay to continue forward. So I had him work with Coach Chad down there. So I had Ariel and I had Dalton work on passing drills. And basically it's a pass, half court, come back, and then lay it up with there. Ariel, I love Ariel. I just need her to push herself a lot harder.
There we go. Push yourself. This you, Ariel. All right. Hey, we'll get this right. If you don't quit on this, Ariel, look at me. Don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on yourself. I'm doing this because you got much more inside of you, okay? That your mama can't help you with. But you gotta push yourself. You can look sleepy all you want to, but we're gonna do this, okay?
Because she has the size, she has the ability, she can dribble, she can pass, she can shoot. It's just the want to that kind of gets lost in translation. And when they're 9 years old, it's hard to teach the want to when it comes to playing basketball. You have to kind of instill it in them, and sometimes the parents we cannot instill it in our children. I could force my kids to do something all day long, but they may not have the want power to get better. But if she in particular want to get better, I believe that in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years we'll be talking about this young lady doing great things in the state of South Carolina when it comes to women's basketball, girls basketball. But right now I have her at 9 years old, and the fact that she's stubborn like a mule, but at the same time you can see that this is something that she could do with it, and me as a coach, I have to push her when I have the opportunity to. So I was just pushing, make them do it over and over and over and over again. And a lot of times when I do that for a particular point to get them to understand that they can do it themselves if they put their minds to it. It's not necessarily something that we're trying to be mean as coaches, but at the same time, it's like if you're a coach and you see something in a player, you have to push them. Another person that I see that could do more is Dalton. Dalton, I believe he's that type of person that, look here, man, if he can turn it on, which I know he can, that this is going to be a pretty special season for him as well. So had him work, and Ariel got kind of frustrated because she's like, oh my gosh, why do I keep doing this, blah blah. But I was like, you know what? I pushed her till I was like, I may be pushing her too much, and I let Dalton score. Because the fatigue started kicking in, and then she wasn't thinking no more. She was just throwing it up there, and then she kept getting frustrated. I'm like, you got this. But we did the passing. And after we did the passing, what I did was I worked on the dribbling. The dribbling was, put 4 cones out there and had them dribble. But first, dribble, come back and score.
When you go over here, you just crossing over. Turn around, and then when you get here, you cross over. When you dribble here, you cross over. When you dribble, you go back over there. Just work that side. Cross over, and you come this way. Play it up. Or you can shoot. All right, ready? All right, go. So dribble. Dog, this way. Same thing here. You want to dribble, crossover. Dribble, crossover. Dribble, crossover. Turn around. Dribble, crossover, dribble, crossover, dribble, crossover. Then you finish up, okay?
And the main thing is that at this particular age, they love to look down when they dribble. And then it realizes that the man gonna be right there in front of them, and they gotta maneuver around them. And a lot of times, if you do basic dribbling drills, you can maneuver around a lot of these defenders, because they're pretty much average defenders at best. But you have some ones that are really good that's gonna stick you like white on rice. So I wanted them to kind of really dribble the ball, crossover dribble, look up. You know what I'm saying? Not just looking down at a member, but they actually working very well. And I thought they did good. I thought they did really, really good. Wyatt joined us, and then we did the pass, replace, cut drill. And since it was only 3, me and Coach Chad act as the third members, to say to speak. And I felt like this was a great drill. I think they kind of got it. In particular, at first I had Ariel and I had Wyatt at the top and I had Dalton in the middle. Wyatt and Ariel is not going to play the top. I want them to play the top. I just don't have the time to. So I'm going to play them in the post. I think I'm going to add one more person in the post. I'm going to have 3 to 4 people play the top and kind of run the offense that way. Hopefully it works. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work, I'm not going to be one of those coaches that's going to be super mad about this. I feel like this is the offense that I'm going to run with all my teams. I like the motion-based offense because it gets everybody involved with the ball. And a lot of times when you have a 4 out, 5 out, a lot of times that people can hide when there's great offensive talent that's playing. If you got a guy like a James Harden that's scoring all the points, you can kind of sit there and relax and take plays off. And then when it's crunch time, you can kind of hide. But with this particular offense, you got to be thinking at all times. And I remember me running it and...
All right, stop. You're doing a good job, but stay in what's called triple threat.
Now, I know the offense, but then your brain got to be working. Your brain got to be working. You got to be thinking. You got to be engaged. And I like that fact because everybody is going to be engaged with this offense, whether they run it well or not. And hopefully I can throw a few practices here throughout the season so that we can really hone and get better at that. So I had the top at first, and after a while they kind of got it, and we was kind of swinging it. We was kind of working it. So hopefully during our game, which our game is coming up very soon, we can put things together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I hope they get it, man. I don't know. That's the main part. So we got jerseys, and the jerseys are the youth, the Fury. So I got to give everybody the jerseys during game day, but I'm excited, man. I really am, man. We got the jerseys, and it was it. I thought practice went well. Unfortunately, we lost a young man, Edgar, which was I had very high hopes for. He actually broke his arm doing a go-kart accident, so he's out for the whole season. So I had 10 guys. So now when I say guys, I mean girls as well. I have 3 girls and 7 guys. So now I'm down to just 9. But I'm excited to say the least. I think the difference between last year and this year, I think last year I felt I was prepared. This year I'm a little bit more prepared. I think next year I'll probably be a lot more prepared because I'm getting used to coaching, getting used to my philosophy, and defense. I didn't really get a chance to run defense, but like I said before, I think I can run defense in a few minutes, teach it that to them, and then they kind of get better throughout the season. So I don't know how many games to go win. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't know how many games to go win, but I just thank God that we'll be able to win some. We'll probably lose some. So I think that my job, I'm not getting paid billions of dollars or millions of dollars, and my job is not in jeopardy if we lose a few games. I'm a volunteer and I'm just doing this for fun. But I think we're gonna do good, man. So if you love this, man, please hit the video with a thumbs up, man. Please hit the comment section below. Like I said before, this is going to be our first season. Coach Lucky, I coached last year, but I'm documenting this year. So next time is the game, and we're gonna go through the game, and we're gonna go from there, man. So game day, it's good, man. So it's an entertainer, motivator, educator, Coach Lucky here. So I like it. I like what I see, and I see y'all next time. Game, the game. I'm so nervous, but hey, it's gonna be good. See y'all next time, people.